All right, what's up, everybody? Hope you all can see me right now. Let's see if you can see me. 1 second here.
All right, what's up,
All right,
everybody?
cool.
Hope you
So it
all
looks like
can
everybody
see
can
me right
see
now.
me. I'm gonna mute this and go over and check out and see if anybody's here. So, all right, cool. We got 3 people in here so far. So, what I'm going to be doing today is breaking down deals live for you guys. And as you can see here, to this side of me, I have the my phone up and ready to break down deals, because most of the time I break down my deals on my phone. And I know I was gonna do it like on the computer version of like Craigslist and everything like that, but I decided it'd be easier for me to do it this way. So I have my phone here and then the live chat over here, so I can also break down deals for you guys that you post in here. Just go ahead and, I know normally we have you post it in the deal format, but you don't have to do that for right now, because I'm just going to be clicking the link and then like checking out that right now anyway. So, all right, so I'm going to jump straight into it for now until I see you guys posting up the links. And then once you post up the links, then I will do them from there. All right, 1 second here. Okay, cool. All right, let's get started. So the main one that I use probably is OfferUp or Craigslist, but I'll jump into OfferUp for now because that's probably the most easiest one I do. And remember, I always talk about for you guys to make sure that you, whenever you're doing your research, that you search up something that you're familiar with and you stay niche down. So for me, as you can see right here, probably the most search one that I use is just cars and trucks. It's very general. It gives me everything in my area, all cars and trucks that are posted. But I'm going to do this as if I was a beginner and I was only searching, let's say Civics. I only wanted to search Honda Civics because that's what I'm familiar with. That's what I look on here every day, and I see what they're going for constantly at the year and at the mileage I want. And let's just say that, okay? So on OfferUp, what I'll do is I'll go through, and on this, it's just kind of very broad. You can do price and filter the price if you wanted to. So let's say your budget was whatever, max, I don't know, $3,000. And then it'll only show them with the max $3,000 on there. Other stuff's coming up here for the Civics. But anyway, I'm going to go through and break some down and show you also how I negotiate as well, okay? So this one kind of looks weird. It looks like a picture of a picture, so already kind of sketch. So I don't even look at that. 2001 Civic. So for me, I know personally because I've sold these before, like a 2000, basically it's a 2000 to like 2002 Honda Civics. They usually go in my area for about, with a clean title, clean title, 190,000 miles. He's got this about decently priced, I'd say. I'd say this is probably what it's going for and what he could get out of it. It's got a little bit of a sun-faded roof there, a little bit of damage here, as you can see in the front. It's dirty, but I really don't care about that at all. Oh, the inside is clean, so that's not bad. So for something like this, I'll go through and check it out, and lowballers will be ignored. Okay. He's in Phoenix. So I also, a lot of times, to find out more about the seller as well, I'll click on the seller's profile and see what else they're selling. So this guy's just selling a PS4, so he seems like just a regular guy. Sometimes you'll see somebody selling like 15 other cars, and that's right away a good indication that they are a pro at this, and you're probably not going to beat them at their own game. So it's probably best to move on. But anyway, so something like this, I'll just make an offer really quick. It never hurts to make offers, because you can go through, and as you go through, make a bunch of offers, and then you'd be surprised, like if you make like 10 offers, 3 of them that you didn't think would respond to you, like this guy that put the no lowballers might even respond to you. So for him, actually, I don't even honestly like to do it this way. I just like to put my offers this way so I can say it like this. So here's kind of how I start the negotiation process. Like I said before, I wouldn't really be interested in this at 1700, but it doesn't hurt to check and see if they're willing to play ball. So I'd say, hey, I'm interested in your Civic. I have cash in hand. would you take? What do I want to offer? So again, as I kind of go through this, and as this is kind of what I do, I always think worst case scenario, what can I sell it for? So this 190,000 miles, I already know because I'm experienced in this, but I will go through and show you. Actually, let's do that right now. So should I do it on my phone? All right. Okay, I'm gonna do this on my phone as if you were super interested in this car, and this is just kind of like the first one that I saw. But you're super interested in this car, and you want to like send him a message saying that. First, the first thing I always say for people to do is check KBB because KBB is a good guideline. I have like this old KBB app, so excuse me, it might take a minute. Sometimes it takes a minute to load. But I'm gonna go to Never Trade In because that's like the dealer. I'm sorry, yeah. Well, I had to click that for now, but I'll show you. So that one was a 2001, I think. 2001 Honda Civic with 190,000 miles. Sedan. I always assume, if I don't know for sure, he might have even posted it in there, but I always assume the lowest price. Again, always assuming the worst case. No. Price with standard equipment. I don't know what's happening here. I'm like stuck on this ad. Oh, here we go. Green. And then again, assuming the worst condition, fair. And it was a clean title. If it was a salvage title, it would be even worse than this. And I don't even think KBB like accurately shows you the value of a salvage title. And then not trade in. See how it says trade in, instant cash offer, donate your car. You don't want any of those except for private party. And then it's got, oh, I think I messed up because I think I accidentally have it loaded on a different zip code. Yeah, see, this is definitely not my zip code. So I gotta update that actually real quick. Sorry. Let's see if it updates. Okay, so yeah, kind of the same. But this one's saying 832 to 2200, which I would say is kind of, I mean, not the 832, because that is just like way too low, but anywhere from 1500 here to about 2200 on the high side, I would agree with that. But that doesn't mean that that's always right. And what I always say to people is do your due diligence, and I'm going to show you what is the most important way to verify the value of something before you do that is to go to either OfferUp, but I was already on OfferUp, so I'll just show you on Craigslist, is I'm going to search up a Civic, and I'll even do minimum year, let's say 1998 to, I want it to be all the way to 2003. And then I'll do maximum price, let's say 3,500 because I want to see what the range is, to 1,000. And I think that's it. Oh, I always do clean title. Cars and trucks owner. Okay. So I'm going to search that up in my area. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's like super like detailed, but I really wanted to show people like the entire process of how I do it. So anyway, so now I see, okay, here's one, 2,500 this guy's asking. Has 152,000 miles. So not quite comparable. It is about the same year, and it's a two-door. But it does sharpen my idea a little bit. Oh, and it's a manual transmission. So a manual transmission kind of takes down the value a little bit in my area. I can check out this one here. 2002, 146. Oh, needs a new head gasket. So definitely, and he's wanting 1730. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go. Automatic transmission, 155,000. Doesn't seem to be any issues here. So, oh, it is a two-door, but I mean, that's not too bad. So I'd say, like, guessing, just on what I've seen so far, if I could, like, categorize mine, or I shouldn't say mine, but the one that I'm interested in right now, this other green one I looked at on OfferUp, I'd kind of say that mine, like, worst case scenario, if this one's for $17.99 And we got some others up here, 1730 with a blown head gasket. I'd say worst case scenario, I could get 1500 for it from right now, and that's kind of lines up with what I've experienced anyway, and what I would have said. 2003 automatic, 163,000 miles, clean title, needs new struts, and he still wants. It is a little bit newer, but he still wants. See, it's got the same faded paint. But anyway, this is what I mean by going and through and checking to see what the actual value is of something. KBB is just a guideline. You have to actually do the work and go through and search what is happening in your local area and see what things are going for. Normally, I wouldn't stop here. I'd go through like probably a good page or so and check it out from there. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I appreciate that. Anyway, so let's find a different one. So like I said, I wasn't really interested in that one, but I just want to show you how I start the negotiation process. So he's asking 17. I know that worst case scenario, based on my research really quick, I can probably sell it as long as, assuming everything is what he says it is, and it's actually at that price. I'm going to move myself up here so it looks like I'm looking at the camera. Assuming everything is the way he says it is, no issues, obviously nothing like that. That's my job to do the due diligence once I'm at the appointment. But I'm going to send him an offer of $1,000. I mean, should I do 900? I'll do 1,000, and then if I want to negotiate even more in person and leverage some things, I can do that. Would you take $1,000 cash today? Now, right now it is 7:13 p.m., so I'm not going to look at this today, but this is just kind of an example of what I would say. And then just kind of see what they say. And then I send out, I don't know, I check this. If you want to find what I call golden nuggets, which is like cars that are posted for amazing deals and way undervalued, you have to be checking this like every couple hours. Like if you really want to find a deal, you should be checking it like you check your social media, you know, like every couple hours you do a refresh and check for the new Civics that pop up or whatever it is. I don't know if you're into like, I don't know, Monte Carlos and that's what you check for, then you want to check for those, right? Every couple hours. And then you'll see new ones that pop up. All right, so I'm going to keep going through some more Civics. This seems to be like a decent one to follow. So, and as you can see, just like that quick, I'm already kind of like slightly in tune with what Civics, at least in this year range, go for in my area. So I can continue on that trend, you know. So hatchback, 95, 175,000 miles. He wants 24. So I know hatchbacks can be a little bit more of a collectible. It does look a little cleaner, but I'm not super sold on that and that price. He sounds like he's selling it for about what it's worth. 2002, 156,000 miles. See, this one's 2,700. It is cleaner, that's for sure. And I think, yeah, I don't think that's a 2002. I think that's a 2003. Oh, look how fast this guy responded. No. And that's totally fine. We get that all the time, and that's completely fine. Because out of all the offers you send, you're just going to get people that respond. So anyway, that's just for Civics, and that's just for OfferUp. Again, as you expand more, let's say, what else is a good one? Let's say you are even better and you've expanded your niche to all Toyotas. So you've done Camrys, you've done a couple Corollas, you've even gotten to the Viennas, the vans, and you're at this point you're able to just search Toyota and you kind of be able to be comfortable in that. I don't know why I'm getting so many like spam stuff here. I normally don't get that. That's weird. Anyway, so I'll go through a couple of these. Ooh, I also click on the sold ones sometimes just to see what kind of was sold and educate myself, keep myself in tune with the market. Doesn't run, yeah, something I wouldn't have invested in for sure. Here we go, 2000. Actually, that's a pretty decent deal. I've sold one of these before. 2000 Toyota Camry. A little bit of damage. Actually, it's pretty clean for the most part. 6 hours ago, posted 134,000 miles. Yeah, that's not a bad deal. This one, I mean, I wouldn't pay 1750 for sure, but at least he's kind of somewhere in the range. I would probably shoot this guy an offer for like $1,100 or something. So let's do the same thing. And again, I can do this and go straight into the message because I know Camrys and I know this year range. But if you didn't, you would just do like I said before and go back and check through KBB and also in your area what stuff's going for. Get yourself in tune with the market and go from there. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. Hey, I have cash in hand. I'll show you another way that I do it too. And what is the least you can take for it? I like to highlight today because whenever I kind of give that sense of urgency, cash in hand today, it kind of creates that sense of urgency for the people who are trying to sell it in a hurry. One of the things that they are willing to drop the price in is because they need the cash in a hurry. So if you highlight that, hey, I can get it today, sometimes they might be willing to. But anyway, I'll send a message to him. And then I really wish people had, I wish you guys had some links you would send me. I would love to do a live breakdown on somebody's link. But until then, I didn't want to make this video too long. I think, how long are we right now? I know I kind of ramble on a little bit, but I want to make sure that everybody gets the value that, I don't know, it doesn't tell me how long we are live, but I want to make sure everybody gets the right value that you guys are looking for. All right, so I'm just going to go search for Hondas. Honestly, when I search, I just search cars and trucks because my niche is expanded so much that I pretty much know almost all of different Dodge, Jeep, Honda, Audi. I know like almost all of them. I don't really trade in like the higher end sports cars, but pretty much your everyday cars, I'm pretty in tune with all those. So let's just search right now. I think I'm already in cars and trucks, so I just have to hit search. Yeah. Oh, I'm still in that filter for 3,500, I think. That's okay. All right, so Pathfinder. Hopefully I can find a really good deal right now on live. That'd be pretty cool, but oh, it's not too bad. That Camry there. That Xterra would be nice if the miles were less. That would be a great deal. This is why I like kind of Craigslist because it kind of gives you a little bit of a little preview with the text there and shows you a little bit about it, so I don't have to really click on them all the time. 2002. Let's see how many miles. 188,000 miles. Yeah, he's got this priced about like the higher end of what you could sell it for. So, I mean, there's absolutely no problem in that strategy. Oh, YouTube doesn't let you send links? Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't know that. My bad. Well, if you put it in the Discord, I'll do it from there. Let's see. You probably already did. Oh, perfect. Thanks, Jordan. This is something I found, but would have to negotiate down a little bit. All right, let's check it out. You're not going to be able to see this because I'm not pulling it up on my phone, but I'll kind of talk about it. Here, actually, maybe, let's see if I can do this. How cool would it be if this works? All right, can you see that? Oh, perfect, yes. All right, so he sent me this 2012 Camry 8700. So here in Arizona, just from like my basic first look, here in Arizona, that's a pretty decent deal. I mean, it's nothing that screams out to me like 70,000 miles. Yeah, it's not bad. It looks like you're in New York. Oh, hey, we were just in New York a little while ago. Should have met up, man. So anyway, I'm gonna walk you guys through what I would do. Okay, so 2012. 70,000 miles, and you're in New Jersey. Can you do me a favor, Jordan? Can you comment your zip code so I can search the zip code, the proper zip code for you? I'll give you a second. One, 1,347, perfect. All right. Oops, that's not what I wanted. 11374. Oh, okay, cool. All right, now. So again, you probably have already done this, but I'm just Jordan, but I'm just showing this to other people again. So the initial thing I do just to get a good guideline is check KBB. KBB is just a guideline. I can't stress that enough. All right, 2012 Toyota, and I'm showing you guys exactly what I do whenever I find my deals. This is exactly Toyota. Oops. Toyota. It was a Camry, right? Yeah, Camry. 70,000 miles. And I think it was, I'm just going to assume it was L, basic. We're going to go price was standard, red. Honestly, it kind of looks like it's in pretty good condition. Actually, it looks like it's in excellent condition, but I'm just going to say good because I'd rather assume less and then have a lower value and then make unexpected profits or unexpected a great deal. All right. What's the Discord link? Oh, I'll talk about that in 1 second. What's up, Trenton? All right, so looks like its value is anywhere from 8,500 private party to 99. So he's got a price pretty low on that spectrum, at least as far as this goes. So now I can't search. I'm gonna have to not do it on my phone. I'm gonna have to do it on here, so it's gonna look a little weird. But I'm gonna go to Craigslist. I guess New Jersey. Hopefully it'll pull it up. Oh, perfect. I'm going to assume you're in South Jersey? Central? We'll just say Central. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to throw it off that much by that close. It just throws it off like states away or East Coast, West Coast, or Arizona, Hawaii. All right, so now I'm going to go search for cars and trucks. And for sale, it usually gives me a buy owner option. Oh, here it is. I just wasn't seeing it. Now I'm going to say Camry. But I also don't want to search all Camrys because it's kind of a waste of my time to see like a 99 Camry. I want it to be from 2009 to 2000, let's say 14. Okay. All right. So right here, obviously, I don't even have to click on that one to see. That's obviously like either a dealer with a $1,500 down payment or something. Not even going to pay attention to that. Here's a 2011, 94,000 miles. Seems like there's something weird about it though. Yeah, right here. Rebuilt title. Can you see that? Rebuilt title, that takes the value way down, and I think yours was a clean title, right? Yeah, clean title, Carfax, low miles, perfect. So these, I can't even compare that because that's not even the same category when it's a salvage or rebuilt title. Okay, here, perfect. Here's one comparable. 2011, it's 1 year older. He's asking $8,000. It's a SE, clean title, 66,000 miles, very similar miles, and he's asking 8,000. That other guy was asking what again? 87. So right away, that kind of shows me, like for me, whenever I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, I don't think that I'm getting the best deal if there's something out there that's even better. And I could probably, unless you've already negotiated with the guy, I can already see that this guy, and this one's clean too. I can already see that this would be kind of, even though it is 1 year older, It's still the same body style and everything, unless it was a 2013. I know they changed the body style in 2013, so it's not going to be that much of a difference of a price. But anyway, I would call the guy actually right now, but I think it's like too late over there. But anyway, that's my breakdown of that. I'll look at a couple more. I would normally look through like a whole couple pages, but I'm trying to make this kind of a little bit shorter for the live stream. 2009 for 63. Here's another 2011. I doubt it's a clean title. Oops. Oh, 186,000 miles. So again, not too comparable. You want to find stuff, and I could, if I wanted to, like minimize like the odometer, but I like to kind of get myself in tune as I'm going through here. Here's a 2011, 7 grand. Let's see, 91,000 miles. That's not too much different. Clean title. So yeah, honestly, if it were me, I would steer away from that one because I'm seeing ones that are similar with maybe a little bit more miles. Like this one has 20,000 more miles and 1 year older. But like as a buyer, if I see this posted for 7,000, now you got to think about it like this. Okay, let's say you buy this one, Jordan. Let's say you buy this one for, let's say you talk them down to 8,000, and then you want to give yourself some margin for profit. Let's say $1,000, and you want to try to sell it for 9,000. You have to look at what a buyer, like let's say me as a buyer, why would I buy yours that's 1 year newer? Yeah, it's 1 year newer and has 20,000 less miles, but this one, you're selling yours for 9,000. This guy's selling his for 7,000, and as far as I know, he might be able to negotiate a little bit less than that. But I mean, you might be able to too, but that would cut into your profits. So anyway, that's kind of like how I go through and check to see deals. You don't have to do this every time. Like I said before, as you get more experience and as you gain more knowledge in the space, as I do, I can't say for like I did for here in New Jersey, I had to check it out. But in Arizona, if this posted in Arizona, I wouldn't even have to do all this checking. I'd already know because I'm in tune with my market. I'm constantly looking at least multiple times a day for whatever Camrys in that year range, and I'm constantly seeing, just like I did right now, I'm constantly seeing what they're going for and building a range in my head. Okay, so I really wanted to jump on and call somebody in my area. So you guys could see how I work that negotiation. I wanted to call somebody in my Craigslist area, but I think I've kind of gone too long, and now everybody's probably falling asleep. I'll let you guys decide. If you want me to do like a live call and like actually call somebody with a car, so you can see how I talk to them, what questions I ask, and negotiation I start, then comment that, and I'll try to look for one. Even if it's not like a really good deal, I'll just call one just so you guys can see. If not, if nobody's interested in that, Jordan's like my biggest fan right now. Thank you, Jordan. I love you. All right, cool. Let's do that. Now I got to go back to Phoenix Craigslist. By the way, if you don't know by now, I live in Phoenix. Actually, technically Mesa Gilbert, but it's like all the same. All right, cars and trucks. All right, cool. So let's go through here. Buy owner, I don't care to see any dealers. Price range, let's say I have a budget of, I don't know, $4,000. Realistically, if I had a budget of $4,000, I would probably search 5,000 and less, because I know I could talk somebody from that was asking 5,000 to 4,000. But anyway, I'm just gonna do this for the sake of checking it. And I'll try to find like a decent deal. See this guy right here? I've seen him post right here with this wall in the background so many times. That's how in tune I am with my market, that I've never seen this car before, but I've seen this background so many times that I know that guy's a seller. He sells a lot of cars. And if you're watching this guy with that background, you need to take new pictures with better backgrounds or different backgrounds. All right, so actually that one's not bad. But I kind of want to find something else. Sorry if it's like awkwardly quiet, but feel free. Trenton, sweet, thanks Trenton. Kia Rio, nah. And again, the only way I'm able to search all these is because I know 93 Ranger. That's what I would sell it for. So I could call this guy and try to negotiate, build myself a room for profit, but I'd rather find a good deal and then negotiate it to an amazing deal rather than find like something that's blah and negotiate a good deal, if that makes sense. Let's see. You guys are literally watching what I do like multiple times a day, exactly. If we can't find something good, oh, here's something that's decent. South Phoenix is not a good area, but I think I could find something better. No, see right there. I just saw the same thing. This one's 4,000. That one's 3,000. Might have been a big mileage difference, but let's see. If I can't find something pretty quick, again, I would spend like probably 20-30 minutes going through this, and then I'd kind of like update it and then go back to like the most recent one I've seen previously, so I know I've looked through them all. But I want to make this quick. I'll just call the next decent one I see. I already talked about that one. Let's see. Sorry guys, there's nothing really super popping out at me. And again, as I've always said before, it's always better to walk away if you're not 100% confident in the deal than to get something you're not 100% on. I've been in that situation before where I kind of was emotional and I just was like, I really need to find a deal. I haven't found a deal in a while. And I just got it just for the sake of getting one. And it's never turns out good. You always just got to trust your knowledge and your knowledge of the market, basically. All right, so we're not really, actually that one's not a bad deal. I was about to say we're not really finding anything. This one's not bad. 3,600, 113,000 miles. I'd say he's got this posted. This could probably sell for anywhere from 35 to like 4,000 as long as it doesn't have any issues. Yeah, 35 to 4,000, I'd say. So let's just give him a call. Oh, he doesn't have his phone number posted. No. Alright, we'll find something else. Sorry, guys. Let's just call a random one. How about that? Alright, I'm just going to call a random one. Even though I don't see this as like something super valuable, I'm just going to show you guys. Hope this guy doesn't mind. I've got his phone number blasted. 480-265-6965. Alright. What the? Oh, I have it on airplane mode, so nobody called me. 480-265-6965. Alright, let's call this guy. I hope you guys can hear this. I don't know where the speaker is on this one. Can you guys hear it? Comment if you can hear it.
Hello?
Hey, I was calling about your car for sale.
Yes.
Yeah, do you still have it?
I still have it, yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How many miles are on it?
Oh, it's not, I didn't write down, like 128.
128,000?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Is there any issues at all with it? I'm looking for something really reliable, and I don't.
No issues.
No.
Drives, everything's okay.
Everything's good. Awesome. It looks pretty clean. Has it been in any accidents before?
No, Carfax shows clean.
Okay, perfect. And how long have you owned the car for?
I don't know exactly, honestly. Years or so.
Oh, a couple of years? Okay. Awesome. And if you don't mind, what's the reason you're selling?
We just don't need a car. It's just slow season. We don't really need it anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
getting slow now.
Okay, awesome. Well, yeah, it seems like, and the title is clean, correct?
Yes, it's clean.
Perfect. Well, it seems like something that would work for us. We've been saving up for a little while, and we have some cash. Are you negotiable on the price?
A little bit. We can negotiate a little bit, but not a whole lot.
But not, what's that? Oh, not a lot?
Yeah, not
What's
too much.
I'll tell you what. I do have cash, and we're looking for something tomorrow. Obviously not tonight, but tomorrow we're gonna go look at pick something up.
Okay.
What's the lowest price? What's your best price you could give me?
I mean, I can lower it for a couple $100, but I can't go too much, honestly.
Okay. Are you able to do 34?
No.
No?
I can't. No.
All right. No
Yeah.
problem. That's what we have to work with. So if you change your mind, you got my number, and give me a call tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. So there's a couple reasons I did a couple things in there, and that's just from my experience. If you notice, I didn't say, hey, do you have the Audi for sale? I said, do you have the car for sale? The reason I said that, even though I knew it was the Audi, was because sometimes that's a great way to tell if they have if they're a flipper or if they're a dealer. They'll say, oh yeah, which car are you talking about? So that's a great way to kind of test to see that. And then I also asked him how many miles are on it, because I can't tell you how many times I went to go view a car thinking it had a certain amount of miles, and that was wrong. And I also asked about the title for the same reason, because you go thinking it's a clean title, and then they're like, oh no, I must have messed that up in the ad. And then also you have to triple check that there's no issues and there's no problems at all. So that guy, he wasn't really willing to play ball and wasn't really willing to negotiate. But as you can see in there, what I did was I just said, okay, honestly, normally I probably wouldn't have even offered him 34. I probably would have said, hey, would you take $3,000? And then when they say no, that's totally fine. You just say, okay, you have my number. If you change your mind, text me. You'd be surprised. Like I said, when you're doing this like 10 times, you'd be surprised. Like 2 or 3 out of those will call you back like the next day and be like, hey, I just really need some money. I'll take the $3,000. So anyway. Throwing in the line of saving up. Yeah. You like that? Yeah, that was just kind of instinct, I guess. Yeah, little stuff like that to, show them that you have cash and that you're at least get them to kind of come down a little. But all right, guys, I feel like this has probably gone on for an hour, 38 minutes. We've gone for 38 minutes. I really hope you guys got a lot of value out of this, and I really hope that everybody has a great rest of their week. And if you don't already know, like Trenton asked, what's the Discord link? That's our Discord chat for the for the Flipping Wheels lesson library. It's kind of a free mentorship we did for the first 100 people that signed up for it. We are going to do another one. We did it for the first 100 people to kind of test it out and see how we were able to manage that. There's me, myself, Weston, and Ricky, who are managing that and are mentors in that. So I think we're able to handle more. So now we're going to bump it up to like 300 or maybe 500. We don't know for sure. We're still testing. But in like two weeks, we're going to open it up again for more people to join and get that mentorship from us. So anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Wait, Trenton has one more question. I know you tend to focus more on everyday cars, and Ricky tends to focus on higher-end cars. What are your thoughts on ease, pros, cons, and profitability on both? That's a great question. In my experience, the reason I like the higher demand cars is you have to think about it from how difficult it's going to be to sell. For Ricky's McLaren that we were driving today, actually, that is going to be a lot more difficult to sell than a Honda Civic. And what I mean by that is obviously people want the McLaren more, but think about the amount of buyers. There's probably only, I don't know, a handful of people in Arizona that are actually able to afford that McLaren and that want and are shopping for a higher end supercar like that. Versus for me and my Honda, I have so many options and so many people that I can sell it in like 2-3 days. Sometimes even 1 day isn't unlikely. So that's just my preference. Is I prefer something that's easier for me to sell. Even though I don't drive something that's like super nice like that, that's kind of like the pros and cons. That's his pro is he gets to drive and own stuff that's like extremely stuff he's really passionate about, and that's great for him. And he gets to make higher profits. on that, but it is a little harder to sell, and you just have to sit on them for a little bit longer, which is totally fine. It's just your personal preference. But anyway, all right, I'm going to get off, guys. Thanks a lot, Trenton. Thanks, Jordan, and everybody else in the Flipping Wheels lesson library. If you don't already have the Flipping Wheels, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's usually like the first or second link in all of Ricky's videos. And yeah, thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you next week, and have a great week.